How's it going, boys? So, today it's Judgment Day. Oh yes, boys. You probably forgot, but that's why I'm here. Papa and I is gonna take care of you, boys. So, we're gonna be talking about mid lane heroes. What kind of mid lane hero you are, and what that actually means. So, all mid laners are probably the most degenerate players of all Dota next to carry players, which is why we're here, which is why I play mid. So, to start off, we're gonna go with the most common, the basic, the traditional mid laners, the TAs, the TA players. Now, if you play TA, okay, I'm just gonna go through TA, SF, the Shadow Fiends, the ODs, the Invokers, what else? Like, all these traditional, traditional Linas, the Storms. Oh yes, these kind of heroes. So now the only difference from TA and SF is that if you like TA, you almost 100% searched up TA hentai and you watch TA hentai, and the only reason why you haven't is because you don't know what hentai is. But yeah, trust me. Yeah. So if you play SF, then you probably just don't give a shit about the game. You just want to lose, because everyone knows SF players are the players who would just AFK farm, blame their team, and then get dove, and then just die before the fight even starts. And they would never make a BKB, because what the fuck is a BKB for an SF player? They go Satanic, they go Shadowblade first time. Oh yeah. They never make BKBs. Oh yeah, and then don't forget about the Invoker players. These guys just, they think that they can cast spells. They think they're a step above everyone. They generally take an interest in this world, and they're definitely not the norm. So let's say they're definitely somewhat outside of the circle. They probably search up like, why do black holes exist on YouTube and whatnot. But in reality, they're just fucking trash. So now, those are the common mid laners, the traditional ones. We're going to be going to the second mid laner, which is your non-mid player. These guys don't know how to play mid. That's your DK players, the players who play DK all day. Because DK is obviously the easiest. No, he's the hardest mid laner, totally. With one fucking spell. And just insane survivability. Yeah. So your DK players, your DP players, your Kunkka players. What else is there? Your tiny players who thinks that they're gonna play tiny mid and just buy fucking tranquil boots and just go around tossing people like position 4. Yeah, these are your people who don't actually know how to play mid. They just play mid because they queued all roles, and for some meticulous reason they got the role mid, even though they queued all roles, which is actually very unlikely. But it happens. They just pick some shit like Bristleback, and then they just like farm it out. They're basically a tank. Any hero they pick is gonna be some kind of tank, so they don't have to press a lot of buttons. They're never gonna be playing the Tinkers. They're never gonna be playing the Invokers. It's just not them. Okay, they just don't play. All right, moving on. These are the actual mid laners who are good at the game. So I'm talking about the Ember Spirits, the Storm Spirits, basically all the fucking spirits you can think. What the fuck was that? Basically all the spirits you can think of. The Storm Spirits, the fucking, even the Razors, the Vipers. Oh man, don't get me started on Viper players, man. The Quaps. Oh yeah, these heroes. Oh yeah, and also I forgot about the last spirit, the Void Spirit. Oh yes, the new hero, the Void Spirit boys. So, it's actually pretty old. It's been a while. But if you play someone like Quap, you're basically like TA. The only reason why you haven't searched up Quap hentai is because you don't know what hentai is. Okay? So, the only difference is that Quap players generally hate their life. They really do hate their life. That's why they pick this hero. They just want to dagger you, and they hate themselves. Yeah. They want to be abused by a female who's like Quap. The only difference is that if you play Viper, you totally fucking hate your life. You hate yourself even more than you already do. I don't even know how that's possible, but that's essentially Viper players. So you hate your life. You just want to play Dota, but you don't. You just want to press poison on people because that's just who you are. And the people who play Razor are the people who just generally hate melee heroes. They have a strong passion for hate, and all they want to do is steal your damage, whatever that means. You know, the Ember player is generally the players who probably spam this hero all day and they just want to show off their skills. They think they're kind of some kind of artsy player, but they're really not. But you know, these are the more respectable ones. I would say most of the Ember and the Void Spirit players, they're pretty degenerate on their own, but their skills are somewhat decent. They're a lot better than your average Quap Viper player, let's say. It actually requires some kind of mechanical skill to play these heroes. Oh yes, mechanical skill. So yeah, that's the aggressive mid laner, people who try to gank you. This is the hero where you don't want to play Alchemist against, okay? So, as you know, I play Alchemist. People who play Alchemist, Medusa, Warden, Morphling, Ursa mid, fucking anti-mage mid. I don't even care, dude. You don't play mid, you play fucking carry. And if you think a mid hero that farms all game is good, you probably just don't know how to play the game. And you probably have some kind of issue deep inside of you that you just don't want to talk about. I'm not saying that's the case for me, but as an Alchemist player, all you think about is farm. As a Medusa player, you don't care about your team. Your team does not exist. You have no sympathy for anyone else except for your own farm. Yeah. So if you play Medusa, Warden, any of these heroes, oh boy, your team is going to hate you. You're probably going to get 9 reports at the end of the game, but you don't care because all you want to do is farm. Yeah. So, now, these are the people who just don't play mid. Yeah. Moving on though. Anyways. Moving on to the heroes who are not supposed to be mid heroes, but people play them mid because they think they're somehow above everyone else, are the people who play Earth Spirits. Earth Spirit mid, Clockwork mid, CK mid, Beastmaster mid, Axe. You know, the people who just either like they got countered, your mid laner got countered, you want to swap, you know, fine. You're an offlane player. Acceptable. Okay? If you played these heroes that are just not mid heroes, you probably have some kind of fetish for the hero, and you probably, I don't know what is wrong with you, but you just want to be unique, okay? You're almost like the Invoker players, but you can't press as many buttons, but you also want to be cool. So people that play Pango, for example. Not saying all Pango players are bad, but just from my experience. Alright, so let's check the time, boys. 8 minutes. You already know, I gotta hit that 10-minute mark. So, moving on to the last category. This is probably by far the most hated one, but I genuinely think that this is a legit strat, is the cheese pickers, okay? These people who will cheese the fuck out of your games, I'm talking about the Meepo players, the BROODMOTHER players, alright? Brood, Meepo, I actually play Brood. Timbersaw players, and the Tinker not really. Tinker doesn't cheese. Tinker's more shit. Probably the Visage players. These heroes are the heroes who just want to 1v9 the game. They lost so many games. They probably went to fucking Herald, got reported all the way to 2k behavior score at one point, and they were just like, I'm done with life. Okay, I'm not gonna learn any hero. I'm just going to practice this one fucking hero for the rest of my life, and I'm just gonna use this one hero to win all my games. I don't even care if my team is feeding. My support CM can be 0 and fucking 20. My carry can be AMS AFK jungle for the entire game. I'm gonna pick Meepo. I'm going to pick BROODMOTHER, and I'm going to 1v9 this game. These people are the extreme tryhards. They're probably level 25 on Dota Plus because they have no life. they're generally very fucking toxic. You know, people they assume that they're Smurfs, or they think they're 2k MMR above their actual skill bracket, but in reality they're just complete trash. They play any other hero, they will lose every game. These are your typical heroes. You know, this is the cheese pickers, all right? But however, different from the mid laners, the people who don't actually play the heroes, like DK, when they pick DK, they don't really flame. You know, they're generally friendly because they don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't want to get reported, and they're scared to get counterpicked. Yeah, that's what they are. And that's basically it. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you're an Invoker player, you probably just watch Sumail, RTZ, and you probably watch like mid one. You think you're good, you know, you watch your fucking compilations of top 10 plays every night before you go to sleep. You dream about landing the perfect tornado meteor combo all day, but in reality, that just never happens. Yeah, it's sad, I know. But you know, that's just the life of any Dota player. But you know, thank you guys all for watching. I think that's about wrap it up for now, boys. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out my Twitch, check out my Patreon, check out the Discord, check out the anything and everything. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out, boys.